Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. We are currently below deck and we're here to look around. Let's see. We can talk to the steward.
Give me a real challenge.
But apparently we can't talk. Eld Engrim then. What new shores are we setting sail for today? Let's talk to Jyoti.
Ship life sure is an adventure, ain't it? Just think of all the places we can sail to, all the sights we could see. This is nothing like being stuck on a farm, or cloistered in the back of a temple.
Jyoti wraps her sickle against her thigh as she studies the boat's layout. Satisfied by whatever she sees, she tilts her head to you with a small smile.
Tell me what's on your mind?
Well, how are you feeling? Have you suffered any recent nightmares?
They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul.
And what you going to do?
Go madder than I already am? I don't rightly know. It's not like I can turn my back on my duty to my god, even if it kills me.
Alof isn't even in our party and he reacts to it. Dutiful. Alof tenses his fingers and smiles. Well then, that's all for now.
Sure thing, Watcher.
Alright, let's go and look down here. Well, if we're only us two, then I should probably set it like this. Who else is here? Shield Sister Dahlia. The sea is no piece of glass, but I've sailed far worse. Because Alof is here and Adair as well. That's why he noticed it. No offense, Captain, but your gunners can't shoot for shit. What, really? My gunners? You mean my guns or the person who is doing it? Because I've put someone in who's able to do it. Let's talk to Alof.
Thank you again for maintaining my story in front of Vanessa and the others.
He gives you a grateful smile that fades almost as quickly as it appears.
I didn't enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative.
Skullduggery. Jyoti puffs out a heated breath. What do we have here? Inside. Are you still thinking about Vanessa?
I realized there could be nothing between us. But it was nice to have a friend all the same.
I see. I thought we were friends as well.
You stood with me through more than anyone I've ever known.
He claps his hands together, working his fingers into a tight knot.
But a lot has happened over the last 5 years.
So tell me.
After we parted, I set out to destroy the Leaden Key.
Anti-Leaden Key. Adair likes this. Adair gives a nod and a wink.
It's controlled us for too long. I wanted to free Kith from it. So for 5 years, I've been tracking down Leaden Key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret.
He knits his brows. And worldly, Jyoti's eyes gleam with a dark amusement.
Trying to undo them.
And how has that been going?
The task has been more difficult than I anticipated.
How so?
I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make. Or the burden of living with them. It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours.
He glances at you out of the corner of his eye. What do you mean?
After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of undoing his work would be tracking down the Leaden Key's members and operations.
An address book. But...
Perhaps this would be easier with an example. I went to a village in Old Valia. A run-down backwater of a place. Aye, right home like it was.
Alof's expression shifts as Ilsimir briefly emerges. Yeah, Ilsimir. It sounded different, so it must have been Ilsimir. A past iteration of Alof, Corvisar's soul, Ilsimir was a brash, hill-speaking even elven woman who lived in Adia long ago. She awakened in Alof's soul after his father attacked him and frequently got him into trouble with her cheeky comments and aggressive behavior. Yeah, I just read that in case you haven't seen my playthrough of the first game and you don't know who Ilsilmir is. We actually made Alof embrace Ilsilmir.
Centuries ago, the Leaden Key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting. A gruesome, pointless tradition.
He grimaces.
At every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt.
What did you do?
The village priest administered the practice. Grim old fellow. Reminded me of Theos.
He raises an eyebrow at you.
Wicked el bunbag, 'tis what the lad means.
He was a tyrant. I was certain that if the villagers were free of his influence, they'd be free from the bloodletting too. So I arranged for him to have an accident.
He gives you a sly look. Skullduggery. Irked, Jyoti runs her tongue over her teeth. And then?
The old man died, and the villagers were terrified. They were convinced his death was an ill omen. They blamed it, and every other mishap that befell them, on their lack of faith. So they began bloodletting every week, turning on their neighbors for giving too little.
His lips twist, as if the words themselves have a bitter taste. Oh, yeah.
Instead of a handful dying each year, a few perished every week.
He's worked the edge of his sash into a tight knot. He clenches it between pale, rigid fingers. And now you feel responsible, is that it?
I had to do something, didn't I?
He turns to you with wide, anguished eyes. He pauses again, untwisting the sash at his lap.
I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better.
Learning from mistakes like this is a good start.
I suppose so. I should get some rest. It's been a long day, and you've given me a lot to think about.
Wait, you still haven't told me what the animances have to do with any of this.
Ah, that.
He massages his temples.
I'm looking for an old Leaden Key sect. I've found several references, but
He breaks off, shaking his head.
I want to be sure. Please, let me go over my notes again. Then I promise I'll tell you everything.
Insight 4. This isn't about your notes. You're second-guessing yourself again.
You know me too well. All the same, I need to gather my thoughts.
We'll talk more later then. Alright, let me talk to Adair.
Hey, this brings back some memories, huh?
I mean, I like that Matthew Mercer is picking both of them, but he has like this slight difference that you can differentiate them anyway. It's really good. It shows how good of a voice actor he is. What are your thoughts on Eothas at the moment?
I want the destruction to stop. I want him to finish what he's doing and then go in peace. Only I don't see it playing out that way.
Let me ask you something else.
If you like.
What did you do after we ended the legacy?
I like that feeling, knowing we'd stop Theos. We were part of something big, and that was something I never felt before. Not even at war. Guess I went looking for it again. Not that I wanted to tangle with gods, but something smaller. Something I thought I could manage. Well, there's a group of Aethasians in Deerwood, the night market. Go around helping other Aethasians in secret. Sort of like the Leaden Key, guess you could say. Except not a bunch of craven lunatics. So this one night I'm at a tavern, and this fella has a disagreement with me. Game of Orland's head he'd lost some money at. And I'm bashing his head into the target when he notices I got this pendant with a symbol of Aethys on it.
Okay.
So we get to talking, and it turns out he's an alright fella. Runs with the night market. And after he was feeling better a month or two later, he introduced me to some folks in the group, and they let me in.
So you beat him up, and then he introduced you to his team. Interesting. How did that work out?
Well, it depended. The jobs we did, I got to help a lot of folks. A lot of times it was helping folks get out of bad situations, getting them set up with better ones. I liked that, but the group had problems. A lot of different ideas how to run things. Sometimes it cost the people we were trying to help. And I don't know if that was something we could have avoided, or if it was the cost of trying to fix things.
Well, at least he tried to do some good. Let's get moving. I think that's all of them down here. We haven't talked to Hema yet, but I don't think there will be anything. Ahoy there, Captain. Alright, and yeah, we can't talk to her, so let's get out of here. Alright, that's where we are. Seraphin is up there. Little Lusa. Need something, Captain? No, I just wanted to talk. Chitupek. The Marina salutes.
Agrasima, Casita, for taking me on.
Ah, Rumdum Regier. That's the guy who we saved from the prison. Let's talk to Burdun. The galley on this tub ain't half bad. And Seraphin?
Ahoy, Captain. Truth be told, Ferrante half expects us to get our asses blown out of the water at Fort Deadlight. Fortunately for you, I have this bad habit of beating the odds. Of course, I do that by way of good old traditional chicanery. And the most important part of any hornswoggle? Solid planning. Well, that and surviving.
What can you tell me about Fort Deadlight?
Valian made originally. Piled them stones up a few centuries back, but gave it up when the fishmen wouldn't leave them be. Hard to defend against Wilder crawling up out of your crappers. Captain Aldiz claimed it a few years back. Fucking filthy from bow to stern, and she had her lads and lasses cleaning fish shit out of the floorboards for months. A couple of them thought it might be better sailing elsewhere and left in the night. Aldiz tracked them down quick as you like, took their heads, and fixed them into little lanterns for the front gate. Called them Fort Deadlight's Deadlights.
His nose twitches. Interesting.
They say she ain't had a deserter since. Tad cruel for my taste. But I admit to admiring the wordplay.
Me too. Do you know anything about the fort's defenses?
Funny thing about it being a fort means it ain't a boat. Means it don't have to worry about the way the cannons are storing honking big balls. Guns they got crowning that castle put a hole in your poop deck before you've sighted land.
He sighs and scaps his boot against the floor.
Fort itself be floored as sealing rum-sodden fools, so that be going for us. But Aldi's keeps the crew on the walls sharp and sober. One blast of their horns and Deadlight's locked up tight as an endearing mugger-night. We'll stay that way too, till any unfamiliar ships have been shot to shit and shot again.
What do you know of Aldi's?
She's sharp as shit, that one. Tongue, mind, and ears alike. Sailed out of Deerwood or Adir one. Knows her knots and how to crew a ship that won't turn sour. But words ring out among the Principe, more than you'd think for new blood. Part of that's her fierce support of freedom, from slavers, from the empires, from the Juana's caste system even. The rest a lenient hand. Step out of line and Ferrante's got your old crew up for lashes. Aldiz, though, she's, let's say there's a reason she attracts limp-cocked nut twists like Benwith. Can't say I much approve of a lack of regard for our traditions, but, can't say I don't share her vexations with Ferrante in the old garden either.
He runs a furred paw over his braided beard. Shouldn't the Principe do something about Aldi's?
The Principe's no fleet. More a mishmash of fiercely independent captains. A lot of them take to one another like sharks to krakens. But we be bound by the slippery slip knots of tradition. Even those bucking tradition cooperate for protection against our enemies. Many of the old guard have died off, though. And the new blood flooding in be, less the civil sort.
You mentioned you have contacts at the fort. Can we rely on their help?
I did say contacts, didn't I?
Seraphin rubs the back of his head as he takes a sudden studious interest in his boots.
Contact would be more accurate, in the singular. A lass by the name of Siri. Been running the same circles for years, doldrums and fair winds. We're never family, but never on the wrong ends of arms, neither.
I just noticed that he's standing on rope. Why is he doing that for? Probably it's a bug that he's standing in them.
Might have, shaken the sheets a few months back. Regardless of how she feels about me, there's no love lost betwixt her and Benwith, that's for damn certain.
So your contact is some random lover of yours?
Ugh, random? What do you take me for, Captain?
I'm not saying an idiot. More useful than you look.
Oh, mighty kind of you, Captain, given how useful I look.
Seraph and Wings, his thumbs in his belt. Let's go over the plan to get into Fort Deadlight.
Deadlight's a tough coconut to crack. But if not cracking, what are nuts for?
I think this calls for a clever approach.
Smart play for crashing any party involves scavenging yourself up an invite, and then dressing to impress.
He puffs out his chest, thumbs tuck it into the fine fabric of his shirt. We're not doing that anyway now, because we're not good enough. I think it's 1 or 2 levels above us. I think 1, but we're gonna get there. Intellect, so look the part.
Aye, Captain, from stem to stern. Looking the part in this case means hoisting colours identifying us as Principe.
His left ear twitches.
Don't have to tell you how dangerous such a bit of fabric can be if the wrong person catches you flying it.
True. How hard could it be to purchase a flag?
Well, Principe captains don't just give up their flags for a few coins.
He scratches his rump, head cocked to one side. I get it. We have to destroy a ship from the Principe and take their flag.
Neketaka's black market.
Or that.
If there be a Principe flag for sale, it'll be there. Mark it up and relocate every so often to avoid the Royal Guard. We'll just have to find wherever it currently be anchored.
Then we'll... that's what I was saying. Alright, we have a plan. Let's get on with it.
Aye, Captain. Looking forward to watching you work.
He rubs his palms together. Alright, just a second. I want to check my team. Where can I do that again? Journal. Because here, this is the ship. This is not my current party composition. Well, he said that the cannoneer is shit. EQ. We have Eld Ingram, who is currently the novice cannoneer, and EQ is also a novice cannoneer. Well, we just don't have anyone better at the moment, so they have to learn. Seasoned deckhand, novice deckhand. Yeah, I mean, I checked this all before. Seasoned cook at least, novice surgeon, novice deckhand. Yeah, well, we have a seasoned deckhand, so there's no need for this. She could cook as well if I needed her, but I have a seasoned cook, so at least that is good enough. Well then, I don't know how to change my party here. It's apparently not so easy to do it from here. Journal. Alright, well, in any case, our plan is to blow the man down, sail to Fort Deadlight, and now this is actually possible, but I would like to have a... yeah, a flag. We get that in Neketaka, where we have to head anyways. The Veins of Era reach the city of Neketaka. This is where we're heading. So let's open the map. Actually, no, like this. Maybe we have to... what do we have to do to actually travel on? Attack, select all. That's the question now. I don't remember. What do we have to do to get onwards? I'm gonna pause the game for now, because I can't do this. Ship management, set active ship. Nothing I can do here. Actually, I have no idea. Maybe I have to go down again. Maybe I'll have to... well, I can't talk to her.
Consider it done.
Because there's nothing I can talk to her about. Let me see. Reach the city of Neketaka. Yeah, I know. Isn't there a way to... inventory, character, options, controls. No, I don't know. How do I get to my... how do I travel with the ship? I would have thought that I just have to go and talk to the... you know... the one at the helm, you know? But apparently there's no way I can do this here. Okay. I go for map, it doesn't help me either. Weird. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna check on the internet quickly how I get to travel. Deadfire. How to travel from on the ship. The arrow at the top middle of the screen to manage your ship. Oh, I see. Yeah, that was easier than I thought it would be. Can we take a look at this? We'd have to find an anchor place, I guess, to get here. Let's go around. Broken spare paths, ruined tower. Yeah, definitely. Okay, plus 1 more rail, that's nice. Oh, I have to go this way around it. Well, okay, that's not a big deal. Ah, here's an anchor. Let's go there and then go around this island. I'm being pursued. 3rd level barbarian. View details. Okay, this one does have only one of his things. 4 to 7 damage. Same as me, but I'm better. He only has 1 cannon. I should be able to fight this one, right? Or it's naval combat, attempt to flee, no, surrender, no. Naval combat, let's try this. The Defiant beats the wind towards attacking between port and starboard with all appropriate speed. Your ship is faster and your crew better prepared. You secure the wind gauge, before the Scuttler's crew has the opportunity to come about and claim it for themselves. Choose a course of action. Actually, I have no idea what to do. Turn port, turn starboard, prepare to jibe. Report to, give no quarter, charge, retreat, surrender. Yeah, I have no idea what to do. I don't think I'm not yet in a position to attack them, right? So full speed ahead. Chitubergen, Rumdam, Rigera clamber up the mainmast and unfurl the remaining sails. The sails below out and catch the wind and fall. The Defiant leaps forward. Distance closed by 70 meters. The enemy crew scurry to their stations in preparation for maneuvers. The Scuttler turns to starboard, attempting to gain the wind advantage. Choose a course of action. Actually, yeah, I have no idea how to do this, but I guess 266 meters is not yet enough to attack them. I have no idea how close we have to be. But it apparently is not possible to attack like this, so full speed ahead again. The wind at your back grows, howling in your ears. Your ship crashes through the waves as the wind drives it forward. Distance closed. The opponent's ship comes about with all possible haste, though the opposing crew is fleet of foot. Turning a vessel of the Scuttler's size still takes time. Choose a course of action. I have no idea if we're close enough or not. Sail health. Hull health. Ammunition. They have more ammunition than us, I know, but they have only one cannon, I think. I have no idea. Maybe let's go for half sail? The enemy crew might be spoiling for a fight, but you're in no hurry to give it to them. You advance toward the opposing ship on your own time. Distance closed by 45 meters. The enemy crew scurry to their stations in preparations for maneuvers. The crew of the Scuttlers take up new stations with a bark from their captain spurring to them to haste. Principe's sailor moved from deckhand to cannoneer. From deckhand to cannoneer, deckhand to cannoneer, deckhand to deckhand. The crew of the Scuttlers spring into action, racing for their stations. The opposing vessel maneuvers to bear down on you, aiming its artillery squarely at the Defiant. The distant thunder of cannon fire echoes across the sea. Chippy sailor fires the wooden hognose. Breaking hits 2 damage to below deck crew. me just see again. Injuries can occur during ship battles and encounters at sea. I see that. Okay. What if I turn to starboard now? The helmsman springs the wheel to starboard as the crew trim the sails. The enemy crew scurry to their stations in preparations for maneuvers. Sailors climb the rigging like spiders and let loose sails. Use a course of action. I cannot attack them apparently. I would like to shoot, but it's not possible yet. Turn to port, turn to starboard. Prepare to jibe. I have no idea what to do actually. What did they do? Full sail. Okay, they just advanced. Not enough deckhands ranks plus 20. Okay, prepare to jibe. The crew rush to jibe the mainsail and bring the Defiant around. The enemy crew scurry to their stations in preparations for maneuvers. The enemy ship comes to an abrupt stop in the water. They've lost the wind. Can I not fire the starboard cannons? Yeah, now I can do that. Okay, what am I supposed to do then? Cannonballs nearly always hit an enemy ship's hull and have a low chance of dealing sail damage or below deck crew damage. Okay, fire. As the ship crests over the peak of a wave, your cannoneers fire a deafening volley at the opposing ship. Ikuk fires their wooden halberds. Miss. Well, I tried. The Defiant beats the windward, tacking between port and starboard with all appropriate speed. Your ship is fast and your crew better prepared. I didn't hit them though, and I can't shoot again at the moment, so prepare to jibe. Enemy crew scurries to their stations in preparations for maneuvers, and they attack us. Miss. Okay, at least they didn't hit us. Can I attack them again? I would like to shoot again, but I can't. Okay, turn to starboard. No, prepare to jibe. I have no idea what I'm doing. Can I attack? Yes. Fire the starboard cannons. Fire. And again I missed. Why? How far do I have to be, or how close do I have to be to hit them? Marks an order and the crew of the scuttler hurry to their stations. Deckhand to cannoneer. Okay. Opponent's sails hang empty as their ship comes to a stop. The wind has died. Okay, I have no idea. Maybe I have to be full speed ahead then. I don't know. Maybe I have to be closer. But why is it still 151 meters? Ah, because they have the chance to fire. Miss. Alright. 151 meters. I want to, like... If I charge, then I board the enemy ship, orders the crew to another position of the ship that purports to function, and may also assign particular crew members to deal with critical events or to visit the resting cabin for injury treatment. Prepare to jibe. I'm trying to get closer again. I can't actually, it's still 151 meters. I don't know why. Can I attack? Yeah, I'll try to attack again. Cannonball. What is a chain shot? Ah. Grape shot. Ship above deck crew and has a low chance of dealing sail damage. Chain shot. Above deck crew damage. Has a low chance of dealing above deck crew damage. And have a low chance of dealing sail damage or below deck crew damage. Let's go for the grape shot. And hit 1 damage to above crew deck. Above deck crew. That's not much, but I tried. Many crews scurry to their stations in preparation for maneuvers. Ship comes to a stop. Okay. What can I do? Prepare to jibe, I guess. Scours the stations. They will not attack, apparently. Okay. And I will jibe again, then. Stations, are we gonna shoot? No, they're waiting. Then I will shoot. Grape shot again, why not? Let's hope it'll hit. Ah, because I had 35%. I get -5 hit chance, that's why I'm missing. Okay, I have to learn it still. Alright. Okay, so if I do a jibe, I get -5. Okay, what do I do if I hold position, then I can shoot better, I guess. Yes, +20 accuracy, I get it now. And they're gonna shoot? Okay, they're gonna hit because they waited a long time. No, they missed. I'm gonna hold position again. They're gonna hold, and I can shoot. Now I should be able to hit them. An enemy ship above their crew has a low chance of dealing sail damage. What is actually the best? Dealing sail damage? Grape shot above their crew and has a low chance of dealing sail damage. Let's go fire grape shot. And let's hope it's going to hit. Yes, 6 damage to sails. Ooh, very nice. As the ship crests over the peak of a wave, your cannoneers fire a deafening volley at the opposing ship. Enemy captain barks an order and the crew of the scuttler hurry to their stations. Okay, I get it. They're not doing anything. They're holding. I'm holding the position as well. What are they doing? They're shooting. Let's hope they're not hitting. 5 damage to hull. Okay. My hull is still better than theirs. I'm holding the position. Okay. If I go for their crew, they have only 10 left. This is the best I can do, so I'm going to shoot again with the grape shots to kill their crew. It's 1 damage to above the crew deck. That's good. That's really good. I am going to hold the position again. They're gonna shoot first, but it'll be fine. What is this? Principal Sailor stabilizing. Enemy turn 3. What does this mean? They're gonna heal. I hope they're not gonna heal. I'm gonna hold the position again. Shoot. Hopefully not hitting. Damage. God damn it. I'm going to try to shoot again with the grape shots. And hit 4 damage to sails. Okay, at least that. We're gonna have... They're still having 2 people. They're gonna heal them now, I guess. Sails hang empty as their ship comes to a stop. The wind has died. No, they're holding. Okay. But they have 1 more crew member now. Okay. Let's hold the position. They're gonna hold as well. We're gonna hold as well. They're gonna attack. Let's see what they're going to attack. Damage to hull. Okay, I have to be careful with that. They're going to damage my hull a lot. Okay. Should I still go for them? Maybe. Let's go. I'm just trying. I don't know what to do, so I'm trying my best to. 6 damage to sails. Okay, I'd hoped that I would get more of their guys, but apparently I don't. Round 10. We're just gonna hold. They're gonna attack my hull, for sure. They're just hoping to get my hull, I guess. They're gonna attack now. And are they going to hit? 4 damage to hull. Okay, I have to be careful now. Let me see what else I can do. Cannonballs hit an enemy's ship's hull and have low chance of dealing sail damage or below deck crew damage. Chain shot targets an enemy's ship's sails and has a low chance of dealing above deck crew damage. Grape shot and has a low chance of dealing sail damage. I'll go for the cannonball then. It should hit. It's missing. Okay, that's not good. If we're going to have a problem, I have to charge them. My opponent's sail hangs empty as their ship comes to a stop. Yeah, I know. Hold position. We're gonna try. If it doesn't work, then I'll have to board them. They're gonna shoot. And 4 damage to the hull. I'm going to fire the starboard cannons, 85%. Should come on. Come on, I have to hit them. I missed again? Come on, that's not fair. Why am I missing so much? And they're hitting always now. Okay, one more chance, and if it doesn't work... And... come on. No, they're holding the position. Interesting. Can they shoot now, or... Yeah, and they're shooting now, and if they hit, I'm a bit pissed. I'm really getting pissed now. Because I thought it would work. Lose 10 repair supplies. I don't have repair supplies. I have to fire again, and I try that. I can't fire with more? Apparently not. Alright. We try it. If it doesn't work now, we're gonna have to charge them. Does this mean... I can't. Damage the hull. Yeah, I hit them, but they're going to hit me again probably. Unless they miss now, then I'll try again. But if they don't... Can I switch someone out? Injured for 8 days. This is a cannoneer. Do I have someone who is good in cannoneering? Someone else? Nope, there's no one else. Oh, this one. If I put them here, him here. Alright, that's good. We have the cook here. I can put her here and her in here. Reports. Okay. What if I shoot now? What are the chances? 65%? I actually can both. I can shoot with both. Okay, we try that again. If it doesn't work, or if I don't hit or anything, next time we charge. 1 hit, 1 miss. Okay, I see. The scuttlers misjudge the wind's direction. As the crew executes the maneuver, the ship's sails abruptly flutter loose on their mast. The ship comes to a stop. The distant thunder of cannon fire echoes across the sea. Do they hit? Damage the hull. Okay, I have to be careful now. What is this? HEMA stabilizing. Ah, okay, I get it. I hold the position. They are starboard. Okay, that means they're not gonna hit so well the next time. Okay, we're gonna hold the position again. Are they gonna shoot? No, they're gonna do that again. I can fire the starboard cannons, both of them, 70%. Let's try our best. Maybe we can hit both of them. Yes, 8 damage to sails, 8 damage to hull. The sails are completely down. And we're getting there now. I think we can manage. Okay. We're holding the position so much as we can right now. They're gonna change positions. I am going to hold the position again. Are they gonna shoot? No. Unfurls its sails to catch the wind. It cuts through the water. Triumph is crackling like whips in the wind. Really? I thought I destroyed your sail. Distance increased. What if I fire? I have still a chance of 67%. Let's try this. Yes, I hit both. Now they're almost dead. 1 left. Perfect. I think we're gonna manage. Okay. I think we can try to do full speed once. At least one time. To get a bit closer. How they are getting back? I thought we are faster than them. Distance increased by 18 meters. I thought we are faster than them. If they're going to get away from us. If I hold the position, they're going to be too far away. Let's try it still. 225 meters. Okay, it's fine. If I fire now, the chance is 71%. Okay, let's try it anyways. I should be working. Yes. The damage is destroyed, we got them. Seawater pours into the holes in the scuttler's hull. In moments, the ship is half submerged. An explosion in the hold rends the ship apart. A cloud of thick black smoke balloons into the sky, and the wind carries its sense to you, gunpowder. Before you can blink, the bulk of the ship disappears below the waves. All that remains are the mainmast and its tattered sails, upright in final salute, before they too are taken by the sea. This took a bit, and I think I'm gonna end the episode here, because I already took 10 minutes longer than usual. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Until then, bye bye.